Hi guys and welcome back. I'm finally more or less healthy again, so I can make videos for you. So first of all, I want to apologize that I was gone for such a long time, but now I'm 100% back. And yes, there's a lot of things on the Bitcoin chart happening right now that we definitely need to talk about. Will we see Bitcoin rallying over $30,000 and creating support there, or will we head first into lower levels? That is something that we need to talk about today, and because of that, let's directly jump into the charts without wasting here any time. So what we are seeing here right now on the 1 hourly chart is that Bitcoin gets massively rejected every time when we try to break into this resistance block here of 29,400 to 29,900, or even touching $30,000. The last 3 times, you can see it here when we came up here, small consolidation, then heavy rejection to the downside, and also here when we try to touch it, also here then slowly grind to the downside. And then just yesterday again we tried to break above that, got rejected, slowly grind to the downside, and then a move back into our underlying biggest support area, or most significant support area that we're seeing here right now, between $28,200 to $28,700. And for now we are consolidating in that area. When I'm looking at the stochastic RSI, I don't really like what I'm seeing here, because this is, yeah, it's like cramping up here a little bit to the upside. So but this can turn any moment around here and go against us, which would result into a further move potentially to the bottom of that support area, and from there potentially we're gonna see then a leg back to the upside. If we would still go lower and fall under this, then the next zone where I would be looking for support would be around here, 27,800 to $27,400 more or less. Actually, let me make this tighter. So kind of like here, that would be my area where I would be then looking for support. So 27,660, 27,200, that would be my next area of support that I would be looking at if we lose the area that we are trading in right now. So to be able to get out of these zones, we have definitely to clear the first resistance zone here of $29,400 to $29,900, and then the most important one is the $30,300 to $31,000 area that we have to clear and create support above that area. So what I would like to see here is something like this, maybe a little bit more sideways, then breaking up here back to the upside. So then breaking here above that resistance area here that we have here right now, form support there, see a direct move here above that, finding support, break above that, finding support, maybe come back in, come up, finding support here, and then continue upwards, or at least stay above that area here. Only then we can talk about a continuation of this bullish trend. If that is not playing out in kinda form or shape that way, then we have potentially to accept the fact that we first go a little bit lower before we see something like this here playing out in the immediate short term. So then when we are moving on to the 4 hourly chart, you can also clearly see that we are here right now in a small downtrend on the 4 hourly chart, because the stochastic is here flatlining, the MACD is in the red. And also when we look at the EMA ribbon is also here congesting again, and the price action is under the EMA ribbon, which is not a good sign. So if we are not coming up here in the next 12 hours above the EMA ribbon here again, then most likely we're gonna head to the next bigger support area, as I just pointed out, at $27,700. So how would I be trading this right now? So if you're looking for a long position, I would wait for a break above $28,730, because that is the imminent resistance that we have just above us for a new long position. If we break above that, you can long, and if we break here under $28,250, that would be my area for a short. And the targets that I would have then here in mind would be, I would trade it conservatively here for a long position to 29,000, let's say $700 ish. That would be my long target. And then for my short target, I would also keep it conservatively into that, actually all the way here. So you see here the short target is definitely smaller than the long target when it comes to percentage movement. So here to the upside, we're talking about here 3.4% more or less, and to the downside, we are talking about only 1.7%. So the upside is double what we are looking at to the downside here in terms of gains that we can potentially make. So I rather wait for that long than making a quick scalp here on the short side. That's how I would basically trading this here right now. Right now, I don't have a Bitcoin position open because we are in no man's land and I'm just waiting for Bitcoin making a decision. Don't forget, if you want to trade with me together, do it on BYBIT. You still get $30,000 absolutely for free with my link here. If you sign up with that, and of course you can also copy trade me there on BYBIT. And BYBIT has also finally their crypto credit card coming out. So if you want this card, then also use my link to reap all the benefits that you can get from having an account on Binance. So then let's now also talk a little bit about the long-term view, because the long-term view is looking still extremely bullish to me. So you have to understand, when we are here in the darker green areas, that is when we are in bull market territory. The red areas is our bear market, and then the yellow areas is our accumulation phase. Go then into the next bull run phase. So here on the monthly candles, the monthly candle for this month is not looking that bad. It's green. That is what we want to see. So, and when you compare this area here to the prior area, so you can see that normally within the first 4 candles, we had with the 5th candle always a move here back to the upside, or continuation to the upside. And I reckon that this will be also the case in this phase of the cycle that we are in right now. So it never has failed. So you see here, green candle, 5 to the upside, then correction. So you look here, so if you count from here, so there you had 1 red candle in between in 2015, but also here 5 candles and then actually continuation until the 7th candle before we saw a correction. So why should be this time different? So of course it can be, but I reckon from what I'm seeing here that this might be still the case like in the prior cycles. And if we can close the month of May as the candle is right now, that would be for me enough to lean to the bullish side, that we see then in June a potential move all the way up to the $43,000 area, where we most likely get rejected, but still we could see a move up there and then come back and continue sideways until we then get into the next bull market phase, into the next halving, which is just a little bit less than a year around here. So you can also see the parabolic curve is getting smoother and smoother compared to the other years. So you see here was really steep to the upside, here was also still quite sharp to the upside. Here it flattened already a little bit, and now if we would respect the line as it is right now, you see it's already a little bit smoother than the previous one. But that was also foreseen because more and more money gets into Bitcoin, more liquidity, and that makes it then harder to move when there's more money in it. And that's why we see then, of course, these curves getting smoother and smoother instead of seeing here a crazy parabolic curve, something like this here to the upside. So unless we are breaking this curve, I think there is nothing in the long term to worry about, and it doesn't look like that we will come anytime soon back down to it to touch it, because it would be now around $20,000, $90,000. I don't see that happening in the in the mid to long term right now. So here on the monthly chart, we are definitely set up pretty well. And also when we are looking here in the month of May, the month of May was normally a good month. Just last year it was not a good month because we had a bear market. But if you go back into these accumulation zones here, then you see here May was a really good month, and here also May was a really good month. So within these accumulation phases, in these cycles, May has always been a really good performing month. And like I said, I don't see any reason why it should be any different this time around. Guys, that's it for today's video. Let me know in the comments below what you think is going to happen next year. Will we see another really good month here in May in this specific phase here, or will be this time everything different? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you then again tomorrow.